What's going on, guys? It's Brandon here from DailyIFix.com. Today I'll be showing you guys iOS 7 Beta 1. We're talking about some features, some that you probably didn't know about. Apple didn't talk about them in the keynote, but I'll be showing you a few of those, and also my thoughts on the whole new iOS. So obviously the first thing you notice on this new iOS 7 is that the icons are flattened out and they look a little vague in my opinion. In my opinion, the old icons look better, but that's besides the point. This is what we are now. This is where we are now with iOS. And you can just see they're flattened out and just a lot more basic looking. Flat icons, that's one of the biggest things that turns people off of this new iOS 7. They immediately call it ugly after seeing that, just because they're not used to it. But again, it's going to take time to get used to, and it's still too early to judge it in my opinion. So also the clock up there, this is a jailbreak tweak before, but as you can see, the clock up there is actually moving. It's actually the live clock up there. Up in the top left, it's probably going to be hard to see on video. You'll be able to tell the seconds clock is moving, the seconds hand. And it actually shows your real time up there. So that was a jailbreak tweak. There's actually a lot of jailbreak tweaks implemented into this new iOS. So also photos, this is something new. In the camera applications we actually have filters now. And also there's a new way, as you can see it's a whole new layout right here, but we have, if you just swipe left, it'll take you to the video. You have your flash up there and your switch camera button. Swipe over, we have our photo. And then we have square, which just adds like a little frame to it. But if you have an iPhone 5 or a newer device, you also have the panorama view over there. But if we go ahead and click on our pictures, and we hit edit right here, we have a new button down here for filters. It's like Instagram filters. You can make it mono, tonal, all these different filters, as you can see. It's just like Instagram. So you can go ahead and cancel out of that. And let's go ahead and take a look at the new weather app. Weather right there. As you can see, it's a whole new design, and this is a lot better in my opinion. And it'll actually be moving in the background. It's nothing now, it's just clouds, but it will actually be moving. And I believe this is only for the newer devices as well. I'm using this on an iPhone 4, so the iPhone 4 does not have as many features as the iPod Touch 5th generation, the iPad, iPhone 5, things like that. I didn't want to put this on my iPhone 5 because I wanted to keep my jailbreak just until the final version of iOS 7 comes out. So as you can see, it's just a whole new design, and they showed a demo on the keynote, and it showed like snow falling in the background. So it's going to be like a live animation in here as well. So as you can see, it's just a lot smoother, a lot nicer, I think, in the weather app there. So for our settings, let's go over to our settings. As you can see, the settings is a completely new look, and this is one that I really hate. I do not like this at all. I definitely prefer the old settings look. This is just, it doesn't look as user-friendly, and it's just, I don't know, it's just harder to look at and harder to navigate through. In my opinion, again, opinions will vary from everybody. I just personally do not like it at all. There are some new settings in there as well, nothing too major, nothing really to talk about. Another big feature that Apple actually touched on a lot in the keynote is the new iTunes Radio, which you actually get to from your music app. So if you go to your music app, the first little tab down here will be radio. And as you can see, you have your iTunes Radio up here, your history, your favorite channels, your stations, or these are just your recent ones. This is your stations down here. So as you can see, I have hip hop radio right there. If I click on it, it'll start playing it. You can add it to your favorites, you can adjust the volume. Go next, you can actually buy it from inside of the iTunes Radio app. And up here you can click info, and it will show new station from artist, new station from song. So it'll just pick similar songs like that. And it's just really cool that you can actually buy it from in there and just support the artist that way. So really cool new feature. I'll definitely be checking that out a lot more. I do know that there are ads. Unless you have iTunes Match, you will be getting ads like Pandora, and you also do have a limited amount of skips like Pandora. So another thing is the Notification Center. Notification Center is right here. As you can see, it has a new look, and again, on the newer devices it's actually like a blurred look in the background. On the older devices like the iPhone 4, it'll just show black. I'm not really sure why they couldn't implement that into the older devices. I'm not really sure what's different there, but oh well, it's just something so small, it's not really a big deal. So as you can see, you have your notifications, you have your all, your missed, and those are all there, and they're also accessible from the lock screen. So let's go to our lock screen, and this is a jailbreak tweak before too. This wasn't allowed in the previous versions of iOS. You can actually get to it from here, and also we have Control Center, which you can also get to from the lock screen, as you see right there. I'm going to go back into my main screen and show you that. Back to my home screen, I should say. So we could just scroll down from the bottom, or swipe up from the bottom, sorry. And we have toggles right here, just like SB settings. This is basically just another jailbreak tweak. This is SB settings, but you swipe up from the bottom and you can go to airplane mode, turn your Wi-Fi on and off, your Bluetooth, your, what's this? Do not disturb, your orientation, lock orientation, your brightness right here, change your brightness, which is huge, by the way. I love that feature for the brightness. Also right here for the flashlight down here at the bottom, you do not need the flashlight app installed to be able to turn a flashlight on. As you can probably tell in the background, that light. You have, I believe this is compass, no, this is clock. Oh, I just showed you a sneak peek of what's next. Didn't mean to. So if we swipe back up real quick, we have our calculator and camera also down there. So this is very handy. A lot of people will get use out of this. This is nothing new if you've jailbroken and had SB settings. Very useful. It's just really easy to get to. So since I already showed you a sneak peek, I'll just go ahead and show you at the new multitasking in iOS 7. So as you see, when you double tap the home button, this is what you get. That's similar to a jailbreak tweak as well. I cannot think of the name off the top of my head, but there was a jailbreak tweak that did this exact thing. And you go through and you actually swipe up to close out the app. Just like that. Swipe up to close out the app. Really simple and really cool. It definitely looks, it's a lot better than the old multitasking in my opinion. Just a lot more futuristic looking and sophisticated, which I like. And it's easy, it's user friendly too. Don't get sophisticated, don't take that the wrong way. It's very easy to use and a lot cleaner in my opinion. Let's move on to Safari. If we go into Safari, there are some new features in here that I really dig. As you can see up top, it actually says it up there, but some people might not catch it. It says search or enter an address. Yes, search. You can actually search now from the address bar. That was such a pain for me on my iPhone 5. It is right now still. How I can't search. I always end up searching in the Safari bar and it won't do anything. It'll take me to a site or something like that, and it's because there's two different bars in Safari. There's one for search and one for your address bar, but now they're entered into two, so you just enter whatever and it will actually do a Google search for that right here. As you can see, I have no clue what that is. I just put in some random letters, but that's there. And also the tabs. Let's go ahead and open up a new tab. As you can tell, there's a new look to the tabs. And there's also an unlimited, oops, I did not mean to go to that. There's an unlimited amount of tabs you can open. There's not a limit to 7 like there was on previous versions of iOS. I can just keep opening them. It's a little bit slow since this is an iPhone 4, not the fastest device out there. But as you can tell, I'm just opening up a bunch of tabs, and you can have, from what I hear, unlimited amount. There's people who have opened like 50 something tabs, and it was allowed them to keep opening more, so I'm guessing that it is an unlimited amount, which I'm pretty sure you guys won't be opening 50 tabs anyways, but just in case. Here's another small feature that it's something very crucial to me, and it's just, again, something small, something that you may not get a big kick out of, but actually in your Messages app, when you get a text from somebody, this is ESPN, it's just the message that came up, you can actually go to Contact and call straight from the message. I cannot tell you how many times I've gotten a text message saying to call me, or something that I just didn't feel like texting back I needed to call them for, and I wanted to call them, but I have to go out, go to my phone app, go to find their contact information, hit it, and call them. Well, now from here on the text, you can actually call them straight from there. Another big feature that will be very nice for some people is iCloud keychain. So if you go to your settings in your iCloud, and then you'll find a new option on here called keychain. And this actually saves your passwords, your account information, your credit cards, everything, and keeps it stored in the cloud. As you can see right there, it says iCloud keychain keeps passwords and credit card information you save up to date on just the devices you approve. Your information is encrypted and cannot be read by Apple. So again, that's something very big. You won't have to enter your account information, your credit card information again on websites. And again, this might be something that you're interested in, but maybe not. You may be worried that if other people are using your phone, they can use your credit card information, or if you're just overall just very paranoid about your credit card information, then this may not be for you, but this will definitely save some time for a lot of people out there. Another small feature is auto app updates, and as you can see, this is looks like Photo Bucket is updating in the background, so you can actually have your apps updated in the background. You can actually turn this off too, because I know that will kill battery. It's probably not a big killer, but it will drain your battery a little bit. But you can actually update apps whether your device is locked, whether you're on it, whenever, and again, you can toggle that off if you wanted to. The last feature I'll be talking about is one that not too many people probably know about because Apple didn't talk about it, and I haven't seen any websites cover it. So it's the ability to be able to block calls from people. So if you have somebody blowing up your phone, you don't want them calling back, and you just want to block them, you can actually go, this is in my recents, you can actually hit that little white eye right there next to the contact, scroll down, at the very bottom you'll see block this caller. Just go ahead and click that. And as you see, it says you will not receive phone calls, messages, or FaceTime from people on the block list. So as you can tell, you can, and I'm guessing you could probably remove them somewhere in the settings as well, but this is something that I just found and I thought that was rather interesting. So overall, my thoughts on iOS 7 are that I do not like the design at all. I definitely prefer the older iOS 6 design. Again, there's the flat icons and just the vague look of it. It's just not my cup of tea. It's not really what I like. Same with the settings. I'm just not a big fan of the all white and gray in here, and it just seems less user-friendly in my opinion. With all design aspects aside, I do love all the new features in iOS 7. We saw a lot of new jailbreak tweaks implemented into the default iOS 7, which is definitely not a bad thing. It's definitely a really good thing. So again, I do not like the design, so I will be jailbreaking probably when the iOS 7 jailbreak comes out. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to revert back to the old iOS 6 style, but we'll have to wait and see. Thanks for watching, guys. That was my features and thoughts video on the new iOS 7 Beta 1. Let me know what you guys think about it. If you have it, or if you just saw it in this video, what are your thoughts on it? Thanks for watching. I'll catch you later. Peace. The first tweak is called Atom, and as you see at the bottom, you probably notice that it's not your typical slider. As you see, it's this little black button, and when you press that, hold it down, you actually get 6 icons that pop up, and also your regular unlock. You can unlock it just by sliding up like that. Very easy to do, very easy to remember as well. And you can also